Hello and welcome to Thought for February the 10th. Our readings are Exodus chapters 19 and 20, Psalm 73 and Mark chapter 6. And our thought is, God has come to test you. Almost 2 months elapsed after the people of Israel escaped from Egypt, and now they came into the wilderness of Sinai. Exodus 19 verse 2. And they encamped before the mountain, we read in verse 2. Not any mountain. Most dramatic events followed. We should take special note of what Moses is told by the Lord to tell the people. You yourselves have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, therefore, if you indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all peoples. You shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Verses 4 to 6. Note that powerful little word, if. The reaction of the people was very good, to begin with. We read, all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord has spoken we will do. Verse 8. The mountain before them is the holy mountain. The presence of the Lord is there. There were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud on the mountain and a very loud trumpet blast, so that all the people in the camp trembled, we read in verse 16. The mountain was wrapped in smoke because the Lord descended on it in fire, we read in verse 18. What an utterly awesome experience. The people were afraid and trembled. Moses said, do not fear, for God has come to test you, that the fear or the awe of him may be before you, that you may not sin. Chapter 20, verse 20. Today we cannot come to the mountain of God, but we can come to his word and meditate upon the wonders it reveals and the intimacy of its personal message, as in the Psalms. But we have to do some searching, like those who search for gold. The discovery of that gold is seen in the effect that the reading of God's word starts to have, so that human sinful attitudes will attract us less and less. This was the effect that the close encounter with God should have had on the Israelites, to forget Egypt, but the effect soon faded with most of them. The ultimate destiny of the people was to become a kingdom of priests to the rest of the world, with the Levites the initial role models. As we read on, we will see the wide-ranging duties of a priest. This could surprise us, for their role included being administrators, doctors, policemen, and the like. The final book of the Bible reveals that true followers of Jesus, the ones that God accepts, will one day become a kingdom of priests. The book of Revelation starts by telling believers that Christ has made us a kingdom of priests to his God and Father. Chapter 1, verse 6. With that prospect, let us make sure we sense God's testing in our lives and prepare for a final testing, as this world is awed by events such as it has never experienced before. May our faith endure to the end. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.